Hi, today we'll talk how children can do their own worksheet for English. In the process, of course, they'll learn English. The presented activity, called Doodling, is based on two stories. Quiet, by Paul Bright, and Raw, by Margaret Mayo. I'm Mia. I share ChestBook stories, and I also create activities for kids that cover all what young learners need to learn English through story and speak English confidently. It's called ChestBook Teaching. You can find the links to explain this English language learning methodology in the description below. Check it out. So, how can children make their own worksheet for English and in the process learn the English language? Well, easy for child, but a little bit challenging for the teacher. I call the classroom activity where children create worksheets for English and the end result of it is a picture story, Doodling. It's a combination of drawing, elementary games, and gap-fill narration. Doodling makes children become deeper acquainted with the content and its vocabulary. Elementary games make sure children memorize the vocabulary, and gap-fill narration prepares children for the use of language.
And he does this. Yes, very good. Quiet. Okay, so this is Daddy Lion. And Daddy Lion lives in a jungle. Very good.
There are many ways how we can approach doodling, depending on the English language aim you want to achieve. Today's aim, based on the two stories we've covered, Quiet and Raw, is for children to know how to describe their picture, that is, their doodle. So, we will create the doodle called In the Wild. Doodle in the wild can have different habitats. It's true that through the stories we've introduced the jungle, but one of many positive sides when teaching English through a project that is based on a story is that you can use creativity and divert your streamline from the starting point to any direction your imagination can lead you. Through this craft-like activity for kids, we draw animals in their habitat and children choose which habitat they'll have. They can work in groups, one group, one habitat, or individually. It's up to the teacher to decide based on what other social aims they want to cover. While discussing the habitats, children discover animals that live in specific habitats and draw, glue, stick them in their doodles that are gradually becoming their worksheets for English. When their doodle is finished, and after practicing the structure there is, there are, children can then describe their drawn picture. First they name the animals, and then they give their location. For example, there is a shark by the fish. Describing the doodle is already the part of the use of language, and not doodling anymore. However, for children to be able to use the language, the doodle needs to be correctly formulated to serve the purpose. This one is perfect for the description purposes. Let me stress out that while drawing the doodle, children only become familiar with the vocabulary. They memorize the vocabulary while playing elementary games, and normally we combine doodling and elementary games. Elementary games, doodling, gap-fill narration, it's all part of the ChestBook teaching methodology, and it is explained in my courses. Check the links to the online teaching courses in the description below. Yeah, about the elementary game, What's My Animal? Well, in the next video. I'll show not only how to teach children the vocabulary, but also how children practice the correct use of the verbs to have got, can, and to be. All that for the game called What's My Animal? So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, which is one of the greatest teaching resources for English if you teach kids, and you'll be notified when the video is out. Great stuff is coming, and I'm sure you don't want to miss it. Until the next video, bye!